Hello, this video is for the normalization part of our portfolio finals. So the normalization project was done in groups earlier in the semester. This table is one that was assigned to group 4. So this is unnormalized because there are several cells, mainly in the invoice and transaction date, that are missing data. Now this is our first normal form table. It looks a little close to our unnormalized form because the unnormalized form was very close to being normalized in first. So the reason why this is in first normal form is because we plugged in the missing data entries from the invoice and the transaction date into the cells that were missing data entries. Now that those are completely filled in, this is in first normal form. You can tell because every cell has their own data entry. There's nothing repeated. There's no copies of any other cells. So all the columns and rows match up. Now this table is the one that we did for a second normal form. We decided to break it into 4 different tables so that each table has their own primary key. Now if you look up each key specifically, they will bring up what you're looking for. So if you're looking up the customer number by itself, you will get the customer name. If you're looking up the service type by itself, you will get the service type and the service name that you're looking up the type for. Same thing for the invoice number. If you're looking for the invoice number, you will get the date. Now the top table, we combine the invoice number and the service type as the main keys there. So if you're looking them up at the same time together, you'll get all the other information you need, such as the date, the hours, how much the cost it was, the total, and the customer numbers. This is the table that we did for the third normal form. Now the reason why we consider this a third normal form is because it's very similar to the second normal form. It's just more complete. So in the second normal form, our top table had 2 more columns, which was pretty redundant, so we just took them out. They were the transaction date and the customer number. Now since the way that we set this up with the invoice number and the service type being the main keys, if you search them up together, it will pull other information, including the transaction date and the customer number. So we made it this way, and we consider this the third normal form.